What's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Do remember, if you'd like to subscribe to this channel, hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right here and select all to receive all notifications upon the videos that come out on this channel. Also, my backup channel is Tony Harvin Network if you'd like to do the same. Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Today, we're here to talk about a story that comes out of Brooklyn, New York. First and foremost, I know my disclaimer. I'm not a pastor, preacher. I don't hold any type of office in the church. So please do not lay claims of those titles on me. You know, we're not here to violate any type of community guidelines, any type of copyright infringement for sure. So I greet everybody in the chat room. I hope everybody had a wonderful day. You know, I enjoyed the day off. You know what I mean? Just resting, relaxing, a little workout and things of that nature. You know what I mean? All right, shout out to everybody in the chat room. What's up to Maddie, Nicole Martin, Khadijah Reeves. He says, are you playing on your other channel as well? No, I'm not playing this on my other channel. What I'm doing is on my other channel, after I finish these lives, more so on this channel, I download the lives and then I put them up on my Tony Harvin Network as a normal video. So if y'all subscribe to that channel and it comes up, you know, most times it won't be a live. It'll just be the regular video. All right. What's up to Thelma Speck? What up, what up, what up? So we're here to talk about a video that shout out to my boy, Matthew. You know, he sent me the video a couple of days ago and whatnot. He sent me the video. I got the whole video, you know, but the actual video of the shooting. So, but, you know, YouTube ain't going to allow you to put that on here. So I moved it. I put it somewhere else, dailymotion.com. I saw the situation, but first and foremost, let's go through the story right quick. So there was this guy by the name of Jason Pass. We're going to share the screen right quick. Shout out to everybody in New York also. You know, shout out to everybody in Jersey, across the waters, you know, home state of New Jersey. So we're sharing the screen right now. This is from the CBS news channel, whatever the case may be. I know them other news websites like the Daily News, the New York Times, they want you to pay. They want you to pay to view the news and things like that, or whatever the case may be. Or they got these little pop-ups that I really don't like. Now this website is acting up. I'm not sure why, but here you go. So forgive me for that. I guess not. So here's the story right here. It says, I guess I really don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. Matt Harvin, 47 years of age, and his stepson, Chadwick Moore, was shot to death on Sunday night. Police said by their downstairs neighbor, Jason Pass, whom they had an ongoing noise dispute. Now we all have neighbors and things like that. I'm pretty sure a lot of us got into it with some of the neighbors. I'll be putting the link of that video also. Is listed private on Daily Motion. For those who want to view the video, I'll put the link in here and things like that. So the link is in there to view the video, the actual video. I know some people got some parts cut out due to graphic things and what have you, and things of that nature. So they had an ongoing dispute. And what happens in the video, you got to go check it out for those out there. It's very disturbing. Absolutely very, very disturbing. Shout out to Maddie. You know, I see you in the chat room. Forgive me if this connection is kind of slowing up. All right. Nicole Mars says, is that a video of what happened or is just an article? Well, this is an article. You know, normally on these news websites, they be having a little advertisement videos and all this other stuff, which I don't like. So it's not the actual video. It's just like advertisements and stuff like that. I'm trying to click off and things of that nature. All right. So, furthermore to the story, it says a video camera on the fourth floor of the Flatbush Gardens complex at 1418 Brooklyn Avenue shows Jason Pass, who lives below on the third floor, arguing with the man who shot his wife. It says then the husband, he comes out holding up what police says are scissors. So in the video, if you happen to watch it, the man comes out with scissors, right? So his wife tries to pull him away, and then the neighbor, he pulls out a gun. Mm. NYPD says Jason Pass then shoots the husband and the stepson and calmly flees the scene. It said the NYPD said that the neighbor who shot the two, he had called 311 6 times. I guess that's some type of number in New York, where as though you could report certain things such as neighbors. Since March 2022, on his upstairs neighbors over what sounded like banging on the floor. So they had been having these moments for quite a while, and I'm pretty sure some of us, we're dealing with certain type of neighbors, making noise and things like that, especially if you live in an apartment complex or somebody uh, that lives on top of you. All right. What up, Christopher Span? What's up to Bob T? Um, what's up to beloved Butter? What up to show? He said looking swole. You funny, man. What's up to V Coleman? What's up to Z Mayweather? You know. What's up to Peggy Richardson? Sharon Johnson, Delroy Clark. What up, Jamar? Jerry says every day, the things the Bible tells us about is happening fast. It's not going to get. It's not going to get better. I'm good. I'm good, Jamar. Chilling. What's up to Terry Ann, Keon Grover? I just seen the uncensored video. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy situation right there, and that's New York, which they're very strict on gun laws and things like that. To my understanding, the man who shot them, he's a former state corrections. He got fired and things like that. So, in any type of situation, it's like how do you handle an irate neighbor like that? Somebody who comes out of their apartment complex with a weapon. You know what I mean? Because that can be justified. Of course, it's a weapon. Scissors. You put scissors to a man's neck and things like that. Who knows what was said, because in the video I couldn't really hear anything and things like that. I mean, it could go either way. You understand that? The only reason I would say it's a double homicide, because um after he let off some bullets in the young man, he shot the young man, I guess, twice in the head more. You understand that? From what it looks like, it looked like the young man in the video was trying to attack him, but he was trying to get away. You understand that? And if he didn't shoot that young man twice more in the head as he was laying down, it could have been or could be justified as self-defense. But obviously that seemed like it was personal. Because after he shot the husband, I believe in the shoulder or the back, he hovered over him and then shot him in the head. You understand that? Something like that right there, you can tell that was like very personal. Despite how your neighbors act and things like that, nothing like that should happen. It is a wild situation. It is a wild situation, because how, man, you live downstairs, then you come up on the fourth floor with a coat on and with your firearm and things like that. So his intent had to been to take him out from the gate. All right, what's up to Sal Express? Tyra Johnson says, I just jumped on and see this. I'm having problems with my neighbors today. There was an incident. Well, yes, of course. I remember one incident. I think I was back in Jersey City or whatever the case may be. This was probably like 2 years ago at my mother's house. You know what I mean? She had a little situation. with a neighbor downstairs and things like that. You know, I mean, I don't like those situations because it'd be over like petty stuff. It'd be over nonsense. You know what I mean? In an apartment complex, or if you live above somebody, that's not your house. You understand that? That's not your apartment. That's not your apartment buildings and whatnot. Nobody has ownership except for the landlord at the end of the day, or whoever owns that property and things of that nature. Of course, people who make a lot of noise and things like that, as they do here and whatnot, it shouldn't result into anything like that. But some neighbors could be very, very ignorant. What's up to Michael Burke? Henry Ross, what up? You said it's been a lot of situations involving this type of evil that have been happening. Everybody has rage. Yeah. What's up to Valerie Stewart? What up to AG? Says, remember a former member would blast music claiming he was trying to make the complex not be a graveyard. He was evicted promptly. You said you call your public You said you call your public servants, call police. What's up to Mrs. O? What up? What up to T Campbell? What's up to Prince Sean? Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Um, Jerry said people want stop and try won't want. You said people want stop and try to talk problems out right out the gate for the kill. Oh, you says people won't stop and try to talk problems out right out the gate. They ready for the kill. Yeah, and these days, yes, for sure. You know what I mean? I don't. Of course, we know it's evil and things like that, but a lot of people don't think. You know what I mean? When they're going through those motions and things like that. A lot of people are in prison right now over a temporary feeling, right then and there. They feel angry, they feel enraged, they got the gun, they got a knife, they got whatever, and they take their tension and rage out on a person. I think it was a viral video or something like that when a woman killed her boyfriend. It wasn't too long ago. It was very recent. You know, she shot the guy, and then after the fact, she want to cry and things like that, stating that she's going to jail. Listen, you got to think before you do stuff. You know what I mean? You definitely got to think at the end of the day. For sure. It says fights over who are the cornbread is is wild. He says fights over who ate the cornbread is wild. Yeah. What up to Sheila Davis? What's up to Sunnier? Tends to K. Tisha Campbell, Aisha Campbell says, Tony, have you heard about the Phoenix, Arizona dad that was protecting his daughter? No, I haven't heard that. What happened with that? What happened with that situation? Let me know, please. Henry Ross says New York, Chicago, Detroit, Michigan, Minnesota, California, Oregon, Seattle, Philadelphia, St. Louis, on and on. Violence just running rampage. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I mean? A lot of people think violence is the answer. They think it's the key. And that's what a lot of people out here, that's all their habitat is. Violence. You understand that? And then when it's time, when they get arrested, they get their prison time. Now they want to cry and sob like babies and whatnot. It's too late. You understand that? It's too late. You know what I mean? All right. Nicole says people could really have mental issues as well, and it's different kinds of levels to rage. You're right. You're right. E says, unfortunately, people do not value life anymore. You're right. They don't. A lot of people do not value life. They don't care about themselves. Obviously in that video, that was a young boy. You know what I mean? He was just trying to get out the way. What it looks like in the video, when you see the hole in the door, I don't know where that came from, to my knowledge. You understand that? But he shot the young boy a couple of times in the head, and while the young boy was down, he put about maybe 2 more bullets in his head, at the end of the day. And then I believe he did the same to the husband and whatnot, right on camera. You understand that? And a lot of situations happen that way. I mean, probably it's just over nothing, over noise. You understand that? Over noise, because somebody making noise above you. Move. You understand that? You've been there for a year. You complain and things like that. You want to take things into your own hands. Now look, you know what I mean? Now look, you're on your way to prison. You understand that? Your freedom is stripped away now. Pastor said back in the day, they threw them hands. Now they shoot you. Yep. Yep. You understand that? As we were saying yesterday, or the other day before, when we was kids, listen, we fought it out. You understand that? We knuckled it up, we wrestled, whatever the case may be. After it was said and done, go back, play video games, play basketball, football, whatever. Back in the day, I used to play tag or whatever the case. Go to the arcade, play video games, and that's it. You know, if you look at a person wrong in these days, guess what they're doing? They're pulling out the Glock 17, the Glock 19, the Glock 46, sawed-off shotgun, the AK, the Ruger. You understand that? The Uzi, whatever the case may be. You know? All right. Genesis says, you got people out here that have a lot of pent up anger and just ready to release on somebody out here. Best to just take the high road these days. You're right. You're right in these days. You know? What's up to Jasmine? You says, pleasant evening to you, brother Tony, and all on the chat. God bless everyone. Appreciate that. What's up to Anna V? Shout out to you. Jerry says, I pray you keep trying to reach all the youngsters you can. Absolutely. You know, as I stated often that, you know, this channel in general and whole's foundation is to try to help encourage people in general. You know what I mean? Tap into those communities. I know a lot of young people listen and view the channels, view my Facebook and things like that. And if one has a platform, you want to use that. You understand that, to try to encourage people. You know what I mean? To try to uplift the people. You know what I mean? All right. So good comment for sure. Blessed Mother says, greetings, brother Tony. Have they considered it's self-defense because the victim has scissors? Well, of course, you know, they got to go through the process in New York, you know, with the lawyers. But the man who shot the two guys and whatnot, you know, he was fired as being a state correctional officer, you know, so they're going to use all that in the courtrooms and things like that, you know. And I mean, if you got a good lawyer, it's going to be tough to get that self-defense right there. You know, it's going to be real tough because he put two bullets in the kid's head, you know, while he was down. You understand that? I don't know. You know what I mean? It could go either way. You know how these lawyers work? Money talks. You know what I mean? We could all say it was double homicide, but money talks out there in the legal world for sure. All right. What's up to Cali boy? What up? What up? What up? T. Cameron says a guy was trying to get in the bathroom with his daughter at a convenience store, and he beat the guy to death. Now he's being charged with murder. Well, guess what? I don't agree with that. You know what I mean? I don't agree the man should be charged with murder at all. You know what I mean? At all. For sure. Because any real father, you know what I mean? My daughters, when I'm outside with them and whatnot at the park, or we at a store, if they got to use the restroom, it's like I got 3 daughters. You understand that? What bathroom I'm going into? You understand? I have to make a decision. You know what I mean? You check the men's bathroom, see if anybody in there, and things like that. I go into these big stalls, and I stand right out there. I stand right in front of it. You understand that? While they use the restroom. Or if I got my oldest one, you know, she can go into the woman's bathroom. I ask her, is anybody in there? She'll tell me, and I stand right there. You understand that? I'll stand right there. If somebody bother you, yell. You understand that? Because it's on. I don't care what the outcome of the situation is on. As a father, You're supposed to protect your daughters. You're supposed to protect your kids. It don't matter at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I'm not there, oh, if somebody's attacking my daughter. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but we wrestle against all evil wickedness in high places and whatnot. Um, the Bible says we got to turn the other cheek. Listen, because some people are too over righteous in that way and things like that. Now it's on. It is on. You understand? So guess what? What they probably gonna say is, well, you probably knocked them unconscious or whatever the case may be. You didn't have to take it that far. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, hey, you protecting his daughter. You understand that? I mean, you as a father, or fathers out there, I don't care how much Holy Ghost you got, how much baptism you got, and things like that and whatnot. You got to be a protector of your family and whatnot. At the end of the day, despite whatever, you know what I mean, for sure. All right, because it's a lot of creeps out there. It's a lot out there for sure. How is it going to look for a father to allow a guy to go into the restroom with his daughter, a stranger to go into the restroom with his daughter? You understand that? You ask those over righteous Christians out there and things like that. Okay, you want me to quote scripture out there and let the man in with my daughter? I'm going to be quoting John 1:1. I'm going to be quoting this scripture. I'm going to be praise dancing, tap dancing, and whatnot outside the door while he doing a do with your daughter. Nah, you better get in there. You got you got to get in there. You understand? You got to get in there and get it in for sure. Oh man. So hey, honestly, people like that, they get what they deserve. You can't listen. You can't be playing with. You can't be playing and picking with people's kids like that. You understand? People, kids, and people's spouses and things like that. You can't play like that. You know what I mean? All right, you cannot play like that for sure. He said the wife was trying to get him back inside. Yep, you're right. You're right. Henry Ross says I'm from St. Louis and I'm now in Utah, where you get in trouble, you go to jail. And here in Utah, they don't play down here. For sure. All right. V. Coleman says, I think the rap music is making people more violent. Well, that's been happening for a while. It creeps into a person's mind because of the influence and whatnot. I remember back in the day it was heavy metal. Now it's the drill rap music and whatnot. It definitely can leave off a wicked influence upon people for sure. You know, Jerry Merritt says protect the children at all costs. Absolutely, absolutely. You understand? So any man out there, who's too over righteous to say, listen, I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna quote scripture. What? What? He says you don't. Nicole Mars says, hey Tony, you don't even have to know a person and never seen them before for them to threaten to hurt you. I agree. You understand? It happens here on social media and things like that. In emails and inboxes and things like that. Listen, these people don't know me. At the end of the day, you understand? They don't know if I got, uh, you know, 30, 40 guns in here. They don't know if I got 30, 40 armed security guards just waiting. You understand that? But they just, making threats. I'm going to come see you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Hey, do you. You understand that? Do you at the end of the day? You know? Do you? You know? Oh my, oh my. He says nowadays you don't know if you will make it home, so you should always say your prayers for you and your family. You're right. There's power in prayer, and prayer is power for sure. That's absolutely important. Prayer. Henry Ross says just the other day it took 4 officers to get one man. I don't know what he did, but 4 officers came and got him. Wow. What's up to Jen Juice? Shout out to you. What's up to Rachel Winter? He says didn't the man in Brooklyn that killed the father and stepson died in the hospital after the shootout with the cops? Well, I'm not sure. They didn't have that story up. They didn't have that story up. Let me double check to see if it's something update about it, but okay. Now I didn't see that part. They didn't have it on this news site. They didn't have that, you know. It just got updated or whatever the case may be. Hey, hey. He knew what was coming for him. He absolutely knew what was coming for him. And a lot of people, listen, they know they fried after that. You understand that? So the updated story, thank you for letting me know. What now? Let me just double check this. Make sure it's not no all right, all right, all right, cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so the story is legit. So he knew what was coming towards him and things like that. He knew he was most likely probably was gonna get life, and it's gonna be tough to get out that situation. Claiming self defense for sure. All right. Jerry Merritt says, "My children, your war." What's up to Cindy? Jen Juice, you funny man. AG says, "Gangster rap is destructive for black people, yet white." Yeah, I ain't gonna say that. I can't say that on here. I can't say that on here. He says gangster rap is destructive for black people, yet buy the music. Well, I mean, I think everybody buys. All cultures and races buy the drill rap music and things like that. For sure. It's just something about that music that they find amusing. You know, that they find real amusing. Henry Ross says, "Yeah, man, you got to protect yours because they're letting men in the ladies' room, even if they look like their original gender. Sick world." Well, listen, if my daughters is going to the bathroom, whatever the case may be, ain't no man going in there. You understand? Listen, it's girls in there. You gotta wait till they finish completely out the door. You understand that? In my hands. Otherwise, listen, we gonna be getting it in. You know, they could deem it as what they call them type of crimes, hate crimes or whatever. At the end of the day, you was there to protect your children, for sure. All right. What is that? Hargrove says, "Greetings. That was a sad situation that happened in Brooklyn. People are so angry in these days." Absolutely. Yes, the Rebel Eric. I just got the update on that. All right. Uh, uh. What's up to Jeremy? What up? What up? What up? Hope all is well. What's up to Carol Johnson? Jeremy said, "Hatred doesn't care about color or gender." Absolutely. You're right about that, for sure. Definitely agree with that. You know, he said we have a cash app in the chat. That guy. He always comes in here. I block him. He make another name. People block him. He make a name, and he always say, "Listen, I'm starving. I'm hungry. Cash at me." Well, listen, if you was hungry, I told you before to email me, TonyHarvin@yahoo.com. Send your address, and listen, it's Uber Eats. I'm not sure if it's a Lyft Eats, but it's a Uber Eats. There's a Little Caesars delivery driver, Pizza Hut, whatever the case may be. So if you was hungry and things like that, you would do that. Listen, get a job. How about that? Get a job out there. You know, shoot. You think I like working 10 hours. You know. All right. Jinju says, "What's up to Willie Timpson? Shout out to you." Jinju says, "Nowadays these alphabet, folks look so effeminate. It's hard to tell whether it's an XY or yikes. Excuse me, yikes." Well, yeah, a lot of them, they spend their money and things like that to get certain things done, certain makeups, and listen, you can't tell. You understand that? Listen, you need some medical papers. You know, you need some medical papers out there for those fellas out there who think They looking at what they think it is. you, you know? All right. You says could be somebody with no rent money with a different name. Oh man, that's crazy. My. But yeah, man, you said show me a birth Yeah, absolutely. What's up, Light Slim? What up, what up, what up? Shout out to you. Jasmine says, Tony, in Trinidad and Tobago, we have 454 murders in our island. Gang war, domestic violence, rivalry. My God, um, said, my God, it's bad down here. As some of my peeps say, anger, I believe is spiritual. Yeah, yeah, you're right about that. You're absolutely right about that. Somebody mentioned it earlier. People are angry and raged in these days, for sure. Henry Ross, he says they're saying good is evil and evil is good. I mean, that's what it look like is going on in these days. That's what you can see. When they call them right wrong and wrong right. I believe it's a scripture in there that mentions something like that. For sure. Look at the Skittles community and things like that. They are one of the protected groups out here. Listen, if you say certain things that they deem as offensive on YouTube, on TikTok, and you're a preacher or you're a podcaster and things like that, they will block you, terminate you, give you a strike, kick you off, and things like that, you know. All right. What's up? Lean. I'm just gonna call you Lean. Isoline. Willie Timpson said, just heard about a shooting 30 minutes from my house. Wow. AG says, really sad that these, yeah, I can't say that on here. You got YouTube watching. They definitely watching me. Right? G Swole says, what up? This world is really losing their mind. When there was a guy threatening to commit by jumping off a building right up the street from my job. Mm, wow, that's crazy. V. Coleman says, you can't send your kids to school. They making children men, can be in women, can be with women, all in the books for little children. Teaching this stuff make you want to pull, I guess you mean to pull the children out of school. Yeah, I mean, they got books like that. You know what I mean? They got classes and things of that nature that they're trying to put on the children at the end of the day. You understand that? And a lot of parents out there, they homeschool their kids because of situations like that. You know, that's what they do. Jinju says your chat is showing it started 4 hours ago. Is this accurate? No, it might have been. I might have pre-posted it 4 hours ago. See, what I do is I pre-post things. Like you might type in Tony Harvin and you might see Brother Hayes, versus Brother Pitry for November the 18th and things like that. So if I was just to come out with a live, it won't give that extra boost of sending out the notifications to people. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to learn more of how to extend the time for YouTube to send out more and more notifications to my subscribers and things like that. You know? All right. Jerry Merritt says nobody wants the truth. You're absolutely right. The truth hurts. The truth definitely hurts a lot of us, and a lot of people can't handle it. You understand that? They want what they want at the end of the day. At the end of the day, excuse me. They want what feels good to their flesh. You understand that? All right. He says YT is tripping with no notifications either. Mm. Nicole Moore says he was in different chats as well, saying he's hungry. Well, listen, I've seen that before. You will have trolls like that. You will have the trolls who are haters. You will have the trolls who is trying to get money out of people and what have you, and things like that. I had to block that person numerous times. All right. G12 says, would you allow a friend to do ABC jokes with you in front of a person that's ABC? Well, I wouldn't be in a situation like that. I don't have um friends. You understand that? I don't have friends and things like that, to be honest with you. Like somebody that I hang out with and on the phone with often. No, I don't have friends at the end of the day. I'm very strict when it comes to something like that. As far as like hanging with somebody, hanging out, and things like that, you know. So if I did hang out, with a friend and things like that, because I'm very strict, I'm very cautious upon who I hang out with and things like that. You know, I mean, personally, I wouldn't position myself to be in front of one of those folks in general. You know what I mean? Okay, we out playing basketball and stuff like that, and the guy is, you know, he swings that way or whatever the case may be, whatever the case may be, and he start joking on him. It could turn left. And guess what? I don't hang out with people who cause situations. Although he may be telling the truth, I don't like to hang out with people like that. You understand that? So if a friend is causing something like that to happen, you on your own. I'm not helping no way. You understand that? I'm not helping in no way. You know. All right. Um. Jeremy says I was having about a 2 hour conversation that didn't that didn't want to hear the truth. It was with an old time friend of mine. Well, he says I don't have any friends either. I got cool peoples. I got associates. You understand? I mean, it's people who I talk to, often in the chat room for years that y'all don't know. I got family members that come on here that y'all don't know. I'm not gonna say. You understand that? I'm not gonna say who my family members on here. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna make you think. You know what I mean? But I do have family members that come in the chat room and chit chatter and things like that. I do know some people from the outside world also, besides YouTube and things like that come on here. But I'm not gonna say nothing. You understand? I'm gonna keep you wondering. I'm gonna keep you guessing on who they are. You know, sometimes you can meet cool people over YouTube, over social media, just cool. You know what I mean? But it's very tough because you got to really scan people out when it comes to that friendship thing. When it comes to building a brotherhood, or if you're a sister, building that sisterhood. You understand? Because I'm very strict, very very strict at the end of the day. You know, but there's a lot of cool peoples on here, and whatnot and things of that nature. For sure. I'm not saying. Of course, social media is not. You don't come on here. Oh, I want to make friends. You can come across people who you become cool with, and it could build into a friendship. You understand that? Shout out to Simple Faith Christopher. Listen, we've been cool for years. A lot of y'all didn't know that. You understand, Christopher? Right? A lot of y'all didn't know that. You know what I mean? We've been cool for man a long time. You know what I mean? Uh, for some years now. I can't even remember. So a lot of y'all didn't know that. And there's a lot of other people like that, for sure. You know. All right. A bond servant. You can't put that stuff on here, man. I don't allow profanity in the chat room. I don't allow that. All right. So I gotta remove that, and I'll bring it back in a minute, for sure. At bond servant. All right. Henry Ross says only few strict people who's trustworthy in these days. Absolutely. You're absolutely right. For sure. In general. Definitely agree with that. All right. Next comment. Jerry Murray says, right, Brother T, low key with so called friends. Jen says, I don't have friends because they are dangerous and toxic. I prefer my own company, God's company, and Mom Duke's company for sure. Absolutely. You know? Lily of the Valley says, when the debates are getting heated, how hard is it for you to keep a straight face? Are you talking about the biblical discussions? Is that what you're talking about at Lily of the Valley? Let me know if that's what you're talking about at Lily of the Valley. You know, let me know for sure. All right, but bond servant, um, you can't use profanity in here and whatnot. Email me at bond servant for sure. I don't know if it was a mistake. If it was a mistake, I forgive you. All right. What's up to Roddy? It says, bless to everyone. Love from Ohio. I think when it comes to adding folks in your circle. T. Campbell says, I found out about you from Pastor Gino on one of his sermons. He said, post this on your YouTube channel. So, of course, I had to see who was talking about. Shout out to you. Shout out to you for that. And Taisha Campbell. Vic Campbell says, why are people so crazy? Like, what is going on? They got the food bank. Yep. G Swole says, I feel like ever since I've been watching the TOG channel and going to church in LA, I don't know how to be friends with people anymore. You know, kind of the same here. You know what I mean? Willie Timpson, you just told us Chris and Wayne Smith and Peter Baptist are your cousins. You funny. Shout out to Wayne Smith, man. I knew him for quite a while too. You know, probably like 5, 6, 7 years, I think. You know, from Brooklyn and things like that. You know, we chat here and there for some years. You know, so I know a lot of them and things like that. You know, oh, you said how hard is it to keep a straight face in the biblical discussions and whatnot when it gets heated? Well, people got to understand that a lot of them who discuss the scriptures, they talk on the phone often. You understand that? So it's like when you see arguments and things like that, it's nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? They do it all the time in a sportsman way. It's just brought to camera and whatnot. People think it's like really serious, but it's probably been a few situations that were serious. You know, because they didn't know each other. I believe it was a debate with Cesariak and Reginald Young, and then we had somebody come in here and a person was asking questions and caused mayhem. You understand that? You know, situations like that, you know, can turn crazy. Henry Ross says, "What do you say to those who think they're better than another because they have bags?" I think I explained that yesterday. Um, there's one preacher out there in Columbia, South Carolina. He mentioned that he'd rather be broke with God than rich without him. You understand that? And you got a lot of people out there that think because they got money, they better than better than certain people who don't, better than people who don't got money. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, listen, I'm happy striving for God. Doesn't matter if I'm broke, homeless, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? Just to have the breath of life and to have the time to try to get right with God. If they see to it that their money is their God and stuff like that, listen, so be it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's going to end someday. You know what I mean? But with God, you can have for the rest of your time, you know, on earth and when you leave this earth. You know what I mean? Only thing they're going to have when they leave this earth is nothing. No God, no nothing. But the judgment, most likely of hell for sure. All right? If they don't get right. Jerry says, time for the Southern fried fish, peace and love to all in the chat. That'd be a funny debate. Oh man, that's funny. All right, so we're gonna end this. We're gonna end this soon. Thank everybody for tuning in. For sure to this news story. The updated is the suspect was, you know, killed by the police and whatnot because most likely he knew where he was going. You understand that he knew what he did was wrong, and he knew his outcome and things to that situation. For sure. But we do have a discussion on Sunday that's coming. A three-way discussion on Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This topic is on free will. We have another discussion on November the 18th. You know, two brothers. You know, it's going to be a very interesting discussions on both parts on both days and whatnot. Shout out to everybody who's been tuning in and whatnot to this YouTube channel, to the biblical discussions and whatnot. We on 111 now, 111 episodes and whatnot, and we keep on pushing and pushing for furthermore episodes and things like that to these biblical discussions. And soon, we're gonna take it in person. We're looking to take these debates in person, and with my grind, with my marketing, and with my effort, I'm gonna try to, get it on TV and what have you. You understand that? Hey, that's a great idea to try to push and get these biblical discussions on TV in the future. We'll see what happens. At the end of the day, it's going to take a lot of work, of course. In general. All right. So, any last comments? Any last questions you got for me in general? As we close off, as we get ready to close off this um, live broadcast of this news story. Any questions you got out there? Any questions? Whether it's the haters, enemies, whatever, whoever you are watching, ask any question. But I will not take questions in reference to trying to teach and preach the word of God, because I know that's not my forte. That's not what I do. But if you got any other questions besides that, feel free to ask for sure. Do you have somebody you can call on when you need to talk to? Well, listen, I do a lot of talking on here. I do a whole lot of talking on here. Me for the most part in general, I'm quiet. I'm a quiet guy. At home, when I just need my relaxation, of course, when I got the kids, I'm playing around, we at the park, whatever, I'm joking around. But for the most part, I like to be quiet. I don't really like to talk to nobody, honestly. No friends. When you talk about like if I'm feeling like down, are you talking about that, or are you just talking about just calling somebody just to have a chit chat? You know what I mean? Because I never was really a person to just sit on the phone for hours. I never was really like that. A few times in my life, in general, I'm not gonna say when and where, but yeah, it has happened. But since I was a kid, I never really liked it, except if a person is having really interesting conversation, something intellectual, for sure. B. Coleman says, I love to listen to Pastor Gino because he preached like it. And every day, listen, it gives me strength and reading the Bible. All right. Lily of the Valley says, in person debates, I can see Christopher now tackling people who are moderated. That's funny. Shout out to Chris. He said tackling. Jen Juice says, low riders be watching. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. They still making these videos, man. I don't listen. I don't get it. We ain't wasting our energy on them, man. I typed in my name again today. I typed in my name today because I kind of do that every day, just to look at the titles to people videos. And if they got my name in it, for what reason, I don't know. But it can also catch if a person says my name in their video. So one of the videos, it was from the so-called preacher out there in Alabama. So it tells me the timestamp where they said it at. I kid you not. Type my name. It shows me the timestamp. Whereas though the person who called in, I guess he has like a call in, and he answered questions and things like that. And it gives me the timestamp where that person said my name and why. Guess the person said they spoke to me over the phone about the Son of God and stuff like that. I don't know what this person is talking about. You understand that? Listen, we don't even mention that so-called preacher and his teachings on the Son of God or whatever on this channel. When the last time we made a video about him? I don't know. You understand that? I haven't spoken to anybody who follows that man this whole year. You understand that? I haven't spoken to anybody who called me. You know what I mean? I listen to a little bit just to see if I can make out the person's voice, but I don't know that person. You understand? I don't know them. So, you got those individuals who call these preachers up, who send letters stating that they spoke to Tony Harvin, and I don't know these people. You understand? I really don't know. And this was dated November the 1st this year. You know what I mean? I don't know. But he didn't say anything negative and whatnot. But still, and the thumbnails, you can see the so-called apostle from Canada, having my name in his videos. His people watch it. He has somebody who watches it, who watches all the videos on this channel, even the live ones. And this person take notes and they give it back to him so he can make a video on me and whatnot. He actually think he knows what I'm talking about and who I'm talking about, or whatever the case may be, which is not true. You understand that? So you're going to have a lot of these people, if you have a YouTube channel, or if you have a big platform, they think they know what they're talking about. If you think you know what a person is talking about, if you think you know everything, then you might as well, you got all the answers to the questions people have in this world. At the end of the day, you understand that? You don't need to waste time on me, because honestly, I don't think about these so-called trolls and haters and things like that for sure. All right. Little Valley says you might want to have your in-person debates at a low-key location. Never know who wants to pop up. Well, that's true. The debate that we got going is, most likely going to happen in Washington D.C. You understand that? That's the hood. That's the hood. I like to have debates in the hood in case these trolls want to come out. You understand? I like that. Because they'll have second thoughts. Coming. For sure. But we'll be uh definitely secured at the end of the day. For sure. Even to the debaters out there, we all definitely will have each other back. If you got trolls to come and try to cause disruption and things like that, we're just trying to have a peaceful discussion at the end of the day, for sure. But it's trolls out there. All right. What's up, to Latanya? What up? What up? What up? Jeremy says that dude is still hollering. Says, what pastor are you talking about? Well, I wouldn't call him a pastor, but Kendrick Murray. I wouldn't call him. He ain't no elder. He ain't no pastor. Yeah, in my book, you know what I'm saying. So, Jeremy Dunbar says, I can't understand how a man can have another man's name in their mouth so much. Yeah, it happens. I don't know why. In a negative manner. At the end of the day, for sure. All right. I thank y'all for tuning in to this news video. I don't know what we got going on tomorrow. We'll see. Might have something special and things like that. So I hope everybody have a wonderful night, a wonderful dinner, and whatnot. Eric says, I don't understand why people keep your name in their mouth. I really don't get it, but I guess we all need haters. That lets you know you're doing something right. Absolutely. And they watch this channel because I don't watch them. And they looking for me to say their name. Listen, they looking and whatnot. You understand? But I don't make videos on people unless I need to clarify something and things like that. Like I said, even those on my team, supposedly on my team, makes a video about me. I don't mean to keep harping on that, but that was pretty funny. You understand that? So you will have even your own so-called brothers and or sisters to make or say certain things about you and whatnot and things like that, for sure. But I don't pay it no mind. You understand that? I really don't pay it no mind. Appreciate that at Khadijah Reeves, for sure. All right. Jasmine He says, have a pleasant evening and a restful night, Brother Tony, and all of the chat. Appreciate that. All right. I hope all y'all have a wonderful night once again. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow on the live, but we'll see what I can come up with Sunday. Biblical discussion, November 18th. Oh man, y'all funny, man. Y'all funny. I don't want to get started. Listen, I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be nice. You understand? I'm really trying to be good. You know, but when somebody, tend to bother and things like that, I really let them have it. All right. God bless everybody out there. I'm Tony Harvin. Shout out to everybody out there. Have a wonderful night. I'm signing off. I'm out. Peace. Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Do remember, if you'd like to subscribe to this channel, hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right here and select all to receive all notifications upon the videos that come out on this channel. Also, my backup channel is Tony Harvin Network if you'd like to do the same.